Here's a story from Grandpa for my three favorite little girls, Emma, Ayla, and Audrey. You all know that I really like dogs. They're some of my favorite people. The book we're reading today is all about dogs, from The Cat in the Hat's Learning Library. I find it very amusing that The Cat in the Hat has a book about dogs. When I was a kid living in a small town, it seemed as though there were a lot more dogs running around than there are now. I don't think that there were more dogs then. It's just that they kind of went around on their own a lot more back then. They were very rarely on a leash or fenced up in a yard, and because they went around on their own, kids got to meet them all and be familiar with them. Today, unless a kid has a dog, you're not as likely to be around them and know them and like them. So I'm very happy to read this book with you and tell you a little bit about some of my favorite people, dogs. Here's the story, If I Ran the Dog Show. Written by Tish Rabe, illustrated by Aristides Ruiz and Joe Matthew. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and today we will go to the short shaggy tail waggy super dog show. Dogs are mammals like us, and their senses are keen. We will meet lots of dogs, and you'll see what I mean. Every dog is invited, the tickets are free. It's starting right now, grab a leash, follow me. There are millions of dogs, and they live the world over. Meet Plucky and Lucky and Ruby and Rover. There are big dogs and small dogs and dogs in between, in more shapes and sizes than you've ever seen. Dogs are loyal and true, and they're eager to please. They sniff everything, people, rocks, grass, and trees. Dogs can do lots of things like running and catching and howling and prowling and sniffing and scratching. Here is the world's biggest Build-A-Dog puzzle. This part of a dog's face is known as the muzzle. Now I'll show you the ears, the withers, the crest, the shoulder, the elbow, the brisket, the chest. Dogs have a thick pad and 4 nails on each paw. On each foreleg, a 5th nail is called a dew claw. Dogs' eyes can be golden, dark brown, or light blue, round or triangular or almond-shaped too. Their heads can be long and narrow like this collie's, or shorter and wider like this French Mastiff dog Molly's. Their ears come in all shapes, and I happen to know erect ears stand up high, and pendant ears hang low. Dogs' tails are all different, some are straight and some bend. A hook tail hangs down, then curves up at the end. Tails can be short, long, straight, curly, or plume. Plucky wagged her long tail when I walked in the room. Tails help a dog balance. Look out, there goes Rover. His tail keeps him steady so he won't fall over. The tail muscles help hold it higher or lower and help a dog wag its tail faster or slower. Dogs are carnivores, which means they eat meat. Their sharp teeth help make the meat easy to eat. I've studied dogs' teeth. Now I've got it right. When the top teeth hang over, it's called overbite. When the bottom teeth stick out, like this bulldog's teeth do, it's called underbite. Other dogs have this too. Fur helps keep dogs warm and protects their skin. Sarah's thick fur keeps her body heat in. Would you like to meet this nice dog named Shirley? Her fur is quite long, and you see it is curly. Some dogs' coats have patterns. Look at Scratchy's back. His coat has a pattern of tan fur and black. Some dogs, you see, have loose folds in their coats. Dewlaps are loose folds up under their throats. Sarah was trained and now understands the words sit, stay, and heel, which are spoken commands. Dogs may bark to tell you, let's go for a walk, but barking is only one way dogs can talk. If a dog starts to growl or has teeth that are bared, that means she is angry. Grrr. If he whimpers, he's scared. If a dog feels okay, then its tail is upright. If a tail's drooping down, something might not be right. Dogs are all different breeds. You'll see in this book just how very different some breeds of dogs look. Irish wolfhounds like Baxter are the breed that is tallest. Chihuahuas like Chico are the breed that is smallest. Purebreds have parents the same breed as each other, like these poodle puppies and their father and mother. This dog's name is Wendell. He likes to do tricks. What breed is Wendell? This dog is a mix. I have pictures right here of his father and mother. His father was one breed, his mother another. A mixed breed, or mutt, I can safely say, is the most common dog in the US of A. German Shepherds are brave and have nerves that are steady. For any emergency, they're always ready. Bloodhounds are so good at tracking a scent, if someone is lost, they can smell where he went. Labradors like Rover like to run, jump, and swim. Having fun with kids is perfect for him. Greyhounds have long legs, and these dogs I know can run fast and they're always ready to go. Greyhounds are my favorite. We'll talk about that at the end. Some dogs have short legs like this Basset Hound. When she moves around, she is low to the ground. Silky Terriers like Scampy have long hair that flows. Sometimes this long hair is held up with bows. Long hair like Scampy's is called a headfall. Chinese crested dogs have almost no hair at all. This dog's having puppies. She's patiently waiting. Dogs give birth about 63 days after mating. When she has her puppies, she'll have more than one. She could have 10 or more before she is done. Puppies like to play. They like snarling and biting. They're not really angry, they're only play fighting. Here is a poem I wrote for these pages. It's a poem about how puppies grow up in stages. I Am a Puppy by Cat in the Hat. I am 1 day old. I can't hear and can't see, but I can smell my mother. I know she's near me. I'm 3 weeks old. Now I start to explore. What's this? It's a toy I just found on the floor. I am 6 weeks old. My sister wants to play, but she likes to bite, so I push her away. I am 8 weeks old. There's a lot that I know. I have a collar and leash, and I'm ready to go. Now it is time for the next presentation, a How Do Dogs See, Hear, and Smell demonstration. Dogs have good vision. Their keen sense of sight helps them see much better than people in dim light. Dogs hear high-pitched sounds that people can't hear. Scratchy heard a mouse squeak and knew it was near. I blew this dog whistle, and though I was near it, Lucky heard the whistle, but I couldn't hear it. Dogs' noses work well. When Jack smells your clothes, the smell goes to scent receptors in his nose. Then the olfactory nerve, I would like to explain, brings the smell from his nose right up into his brain. Whenever a dog smells your clothes and you, it knows where you've been and what you've been up to. Dogs can help people, and here are a few of the helpful things some dogs can be trained to do. A seeing-eyed dog is trained as a guide. When his owner goes out, he is right at her side. Therapy dogs bring tail-wagging cheer. People feel better when these dogs are near. They are specially trained, and when they're invited, they stay calm and friendly and don't get excited. Assistance dogs like Bob can open up doors, turn on lights, find lost keys, and pick up things off the floor. Sniffer dogs can find things with their keen sense of smell. If there's fruit in this suitcase, this beagle can tell. Search and rescue dogs work to find people in trouble. In an earthquake, they find those who are trapped in the rubble. Police dogs have badges. Scout, as you can see, is wearing his badge, number 6183. The dog show is over, and I have a prize for every dog here, every color and size. Dogs live all around us, and we've seen today dogs live in our world in their own special way. When we walk in the door, they come running to meet us. Wet kisses and tail wags are right there to greet us. There are many things that all these dogs can do, but what they want most is to spend time with you. On these pages we have a glossary, which is a list of words and their definitions that were used in the story. Words like balance and breed and brisket and crest and keen and mammal, olfactory, rubble, tracking, withers. Those are all words, and they have their definitions here if you'd like to read them. And then on the next page there are some lists of other books that would be good to read if you want to read some more books about dogs. There's one called Before You Were Mine, one called The Bravest Dog Ever, The True Story of Balto, Dogs, May I Pet Your Dog, and Search and Rescue Dog Heroes. And that's the end of the story. As was said in the story, dogs really just want to be with you. I know that my two greyhounds, Dickens and Dory, always want to go wherever I go and do whatever I do. At one time, Dickens and I used to go to visit old people living in nursing homes, and Dickens absolutely loved everyone he met. He's a big guy at 95 pounds, and he has black fur, so people are sometimes a little afraid of him the first time they meet him, but not the second time, because they learn that he really is the nicest guy in the world and would never, ever hurt anyone. Dory is also very nice to people, but she's not nearly as big as Dickens. She's only about 50 pounds, and people never seem to be afraid of her. Always remember that Grandpa loves you, even more than dogs, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.